shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today we have an episode about a Bitcoin breakout imminent. It's happening. Maybe in a day, maybe in a few hours, maybe in a week, maybe in a month, but it is coming. We'll go into exactly why. And then we'll also talk about some stuff in the news right after a message from our sponsor. That's right, guys. The Monarch wallet holds over 1,900 cryptocurrencies. You can get interest on your cryptos that you hold in there, and you can cash it out for fiat or buy cryptos with fiat using the wallet. So, today on CoinMarketCap, market cap is back up to $140 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 50.7%. So we've been moving sideways for quite a while, a couple weeks now. Bitcoin just over $4,000, Ethereum 138, Ripple 31 cents, Litecoin 59 bucks, and EOS 367. The big gainers for today, Nulls, Aurora, and KuCoin shares. The big losers will be Repo, ABBC Coin, and Nexo. Now, I saw this tweet the other day that really does stress the importance of what exactly we're going through right here with this Bitcoin breakout that's going to happen. So we have probably the most important 2 weeks for Bitcoin in the last months, facing the yearly downtrend channel resistance, do or die. So this is from Crypto Rand. We'll go into exactly what he means here. Basically, if you take a look at this, these purple lines, these are the yearly downtrend channel. You can see for the past year, since April of last year, March, April of last year, we've been in this channel. And every time we get to the upper part of the channel, the upper trend line, we fall back down. Every time we get to the lower trend line, we bounce up. So right now we are approaching the upper trend line yet again. All right. Now, not only are we approaching the upper trend line there, but also this orange line, that is the 200 weekly EMA. All right. And then we have in the yellow the 200 weekly moving average underneath that. But all those are merging right here, right where we are. And you can see the volatility just keeps getting smaller and smaller until something on or about the end of March 26th, somewhere around there, we're going to see something happen. Now, if I were a betting man, I would bet that the price would break back down. That's what's been happening over the past year, and there's not much volume going on in cryptocurrencies. There is a lot of reasons why we could potentially have a bull market coming. So it may break out on the upside. And if you want to know why, I made this video here, top 5 reasons for a Bitcoin bull run. You can see that video there. But there's also a lot of reasons for the price to break down. We just had a recent low in Bitcoin USD shorts, which happened right about here. And generally after that, price breaks down. We're at the top of the channel. Price breaks down. We've been getting resistance from this 200 weekly EMA, and price breaks down. So a whole bunch of reasons for price to break down. So I think in the short term, there's 2 things going on. In the short term, I would think that the price would break downward. But in the long term, we are likely to start seeing a reversal in price action. We're still in a bear market, so price is going down, but I think we may be nearing that reversal, especially since coming up on May 20th is a week before, a year before the next halvening, and generally at a year before the halvening, price action starts moving upwards. Now, for those of you looking at the MACD, we are right at about an area where there is a crossover, so that would be the time to go from Bitcoin to stablecoins. Now, in the news today, Amazon partners with WorldPay. So WorldPay is a huge payment gateway doing like $40 billion of payments. So they're going to help Amazon out. But the big thing with this is that WorldPay was recently acquired by FIS, Fidelity National Information Services, and FIS already has a partnership with Ripple. So all that stuff, could this potentially be, given all these facts, can we conclude that the partnership of Amazon and WorldPay is an indirect step of Amazon towards Ripple? Well, that would be good for all the Ripple lovers out there, definitely. Also in the news, Stellar. Western Union partners with Stellar collaborator Tunes for mobile wallet transfers. Now, Tunes is formerly known as Transfer2, so you may have heard about it from that. But it's a cross-border payment network focused on emerging markets, and now this partnership with Western Union is going to allow Western Union or its agents to transfer funds directly to recipients' mobile wallets. So that may ease up the whole transferring of money. That way they don't have to go pick it up. They can just give them a phone number and boom, right in the mobile wallet. So that makes things easier thanks to Stellar. And other article in the news, Justin Sun keeps paying people to use Tron blockchain. So this is a pretty interesting article. Tron's trying to get people to stop using Tether, USDT, and to use Tron's stablecoin. That would be the TRC-based USDT. And they're doing this by offering them a whopping 20% interest rate. So basically, for everybody who does transfer on Huobi or OK Exchange between April 30th and the end of May, they will be receiving the 20% interest rate. It doesn't say in this article exactly how they're going to be getting the 20% interest rate, but that is nice. In addition to one lucky person will be winning a brand new Tesla. So there's a whole bunch of incentives that Justin Sun is trying to get people to use his version of Tether as opposed to Tether's version of Tether. But it may just draw people because 20%, I mean, for doing nothing, that's awesome. So I'd like to end the episodes with a little bit of good news, especially since it's the weekend. We're going towards the weekend. Oh yeah, and one thing I wanted to mention that I almost forgot to mention with what's going on in the price action. We've been going sideways for quite a while. However, a lot of the price breakouts we've had in the past couple of months have occurred during the weekend. So I would not be shocked, especially with that March 26th date, which is 4 days away, that we might see some price breakout over the weekend. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Now, on to the good news. I saw this by Rhythm Trader, and basically it talks about, still think you missed the party. We're still planning the party and arguing over what cake we want. So if you take a look here, crypto only has $0.14 trillion of market cap. Whereas if you look at everything else, funds have 3 trillion, ETFs have 5 trillion, gold has 7 trillion, pensions have 18 trillion, stocks have 73 trillion, money is 80 trillion, GDP is 80 trillion, and wealth is $317 trillion. So there is, I mean, looking at it that way, it is a drop in the bucket. So it definitely makes me think long term we're looking good. The other thing, another argument for cryptocurrency, fines in the last 20 years. Bank of America, 58 billion. JP Morgan, 29 billion. Citigroup, 17 billion. Wells Fargo, 14 billion. Deutsche Bank, 12 billion. Goldman Sachs, 9 billion. Bitcoin, 0. You know why? Because these are a bunch of big banks that just basically bend the rules whenever it conveniences them. They were too big to fail the last time in 2008. But we'll see what happens in 2021 because now we have a very, very, very good option, alternative, called Bitcoin. So these banks that keep, pissing in the wind, eventually they're going to wind up with a whole bunch of urine on themselves. So that's it for the episode today, guys. I've been having fun trading with Signal Profits for the past 6 months, getting returns up to like 33%, sometimes more. If you guys want to check that out, there's a link down in the description. Also, check out the Monarch wallet. As for the rest of you, have an awesome weekend. I hope you enjoy. Do what you do. And I love you very much. All right? Peace.